Day 2 of our trip. We have just finished filming a video, an impromptu video. Kate and Erin did great. Thank you. That is an SD card with all of the sound goodness. A couple of days ago I asked you guys if you noticed anything different about any of the videos we've been doing. And the answer is that we're now using a different sound recording setup, so it's a lot better than we were in the past. We have made a few changes to our setup today. So while Kate and Erin are packing away from our impromptu filming session, we have taken everything off the roof of the car because we were getting 2.4 miles per kilowatt hour yesterday. It does mean that the back of the car is a little bit snug, isn't it, Erin?
Yes.
So this is the snugness that is your back seat at the moment. Do you like your Nest, Erin?
I liked it yesterday.
You liked it yesterday,
I did.
but not today.
Not really.
Okay.
I'm gonna be quite frank.
Okay, well maybe I'll sit in the back and edit while you drive along then, while we drive along. So I've got a video edit to make. Obviously we just did a little bit of piece on the news from Tesla. So we're gonna try and do that and push it out. We've got to push everything back in the car. We did charge overnight at a hotel, but it was on the granny lead and it was really slow. That was one of my proudest moments actually this morning when Erin said, "Oh wow, that granny lead was really worth it." When you came to work for Transport Evolved 14 months ago, you didn't know any of the terminology, Erin.
No.
Now look
I
at you.
do.
Now look at you.
That phrase was definitely in sarcasm.
Yes. Yeah, but
You got how much out of that?
well, not a lot. So we've had a few issues with our setup and our hitch. The first one is that this hitch is really upside down, so we need to flip it. We don't have a wrench big enough to do that. This does scrape on the floor a little bit, but it's been okay so far. You know, the other option we could do is just take that foot off. We have the bolts to do that. We have the wrench to take that off.
It's alright. I mean, it's up to you.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's not.
Parking lot.
It's only the parking things that we're seeing it. We've got all our camera gear in the bag. Everything on the back of the car is doing really well. So we are nearly done with our charging. We're nearly done. We're 15 minutes to 85%. That is how efficient we are at filming, guys. Look at that. We are so efficient at filming that we weren't full when we pulled in, and the car is doing pretty darned well. So I think that's all I'm going to say on this part of the trip. Do you have anything you want to say to everyone, telling everyone how the trip's going?
It's going great, actually. It's dead easy, and
It was a lot easier than last year. Yeah.
there are more charges. It makes life easier.
Yeah, so last year when we made this trip, we were having to stop every 200 miles.
Yeah.
And because it was winter, because the car was heavily laden, then we had a thing on the back here, a luggage rack, that would bottom out at every opportunity. And we had, the importance of infrastructure, totally. You're totally right there. And the challenge we had was that we just couldn't make it between charging stations without going slower or turning down the heat a little bit.
Yeah.
Or turning it off.
Yeah.
This time we've been driving most of the time at the speed limit.
Yep.
Whatever the speed limit has been. So hello to Germany. Most of the time we've been traveling at either in Oregon you can travel at a higher speed limit while towing than you can in California, which is bizarre because Oregon's general speed limit is far lower than California's. But anyway, so we're driving in California, we're restricted to 55 miles per hour, which is what? Hello to Denmark! Everyone's up and talking to us around the world.
Do that.
Well, you can't say hello from Denmark.
I can say hello from Denmark, but I can say Guten Tag in German, and I can say hi in Norwegian, and that's,
What else can you say in Norwegian?
Jeg vil ha en smørbrød med chilling. I'd like a sandwich with chicken.
Or chicken. There you go. So there we are. The car is looking filthy. Needs a damn good clean.
This is fine. This is not as dirty as my car.
The car is a bit dirty, isn't it, Erin?
I mean, there's a light scraping.
Oh yeah. Oh. The
We're
trailer,
gonna
the
end on
forensics. The trailer is doing great though.
going
It
in
really
for
is.
analysis.
We stopped at a place called the Black Bear Diner last night, and the Black Bear Diner has such amazingly large meals that is our lunch in the cool bag. So
The waitress afterwards told us, you know, it was only after we ordered that she's like, yeah, I have to order it half
Like-
whenever I'm getting anything there, and I'm like, oh, thank you for
we
that.
had the same thing.
Yeah.
I
So we
should
could have
order
just-
from the children's menu.
But it does mean that we've got food covered. What we haven't got covered is coffee. So if you want to support us, did you see that segue?
It was a beautiful segue.
Is that a segue?
You shouldn't have mentioned it because now you've ruined it.
Well, no, that's
was
a
a gorgeous-
YouTube thing.
It was a gorgeous segue.
So if you
Yes.
want to support us, go to patreon.com/transport evolved, or you can go to
Or are you admiring my...
co-fi.com/transport evolved. You could support us using coffee and Ko-fi.
Yes, send us coffee.
Or you can go to our swag store and buy one of our t-shirts, like
Oh, hang on. Okay.
this one what
It
I am
would
wearing
be
right
easy.
now.
Sorry, that wasn't...
Yeah, there you go.
And look, it is.
I like that you didn't turn the camera around, so I just have to use it backwards. That's
Yes.
really helpful.
So, and look, the car is the same colour. You see, you can do this. You too can buy a colour that matches your car. So I have the red t-shirt for the red bolts. Well, if you have a red bolt, you can buy a colour that suits your red bolts. Erin's off camera going, I haven't had time to do that yet. There we are. Anyway, we'll be tweeting from the road. I'm going to try and edit this video in the car, which will either make me very, very sick or very awesome. I'm not entirely sure which one it will be. But as always, thanks for joining me. Keep evolving.